What if I told you that a healthy fruit, likely sitting on your kitchen counter right now, is quietly working against you? A fruit you've been told your whole life is good for your heart, but from man over 60, could actually be draining your masculine energy, slowing your blood flow, and silently stealing your confidence in the bedroom. It sounds contradictory, doesn't it? We're all raised with the idea that any fruit is a good fruit. It's nature's candy packed with vitamins, fiber, and all the good stuff. And while that's true for a teenager or a man in his 30s, it becomes a dangerous oversimplification once you cross the age of 60. Your body's biology has changed. Your hormonal balance is more delicate than ever before. Things that once fueled you can now start to work against you, contributing to that frustrating afternoon fatigue, the stubborn belly fat that won't budge, the mental fog, and the feeling that you've lost a step or several. Many men simply accept this as a normal part of getting older. But it doesn't have to be. The truth is, some fruits, even popular, seemingly innocent ones, are loaded with specific types of sugars and compounds that can spike your insulin, raise your estrogen levels, and sabotage your body's ability to produce nitric oxide, which is absolutely critical for healthy blood flow everywhere it's needed. Today, we are cutting through the confusion. We're going to expose the 4 fruits you should seriously consider avoiding after the age of 60. And more importantly, we're going to reveal the 4 powerhouse fruits you should be eating as often as you can to help reclaim your strength, sharpen your mind, and restore your masculine vitality from the inside out. This isn't about restriction. It's about making smart, strategic choices. Let's get started. Before we name the specific fruits, it's essential to understand why this shift happens. After 60, 3 critical biological processes in your body become much more sensitive to what you eat. Getting this right is the key to everything. First, let's talk about the insulin spike and testosterone crash. When you eat a fruit that's very high in sugar, especially without much fiber to slow it down, that sugar floods your bloodstream. Your body responds by releasing a huge wave of the hormone insulin to manage it. Think of it like a sugar roller coaster. For a short time, you feel a rush, but the crash that follows is brutal. More importantly, chronically high insulin levels send a signal to your body to do 2 things you absolutely don't want: store more fat, particularly around your midsection, and dramatically suppress the production of testosterone. For a man over 60, whose testosterone levels are already naturally declining, hitting your system with these sugar spikes is like pouring water on a dwindling fire. Second is the estrogen and xenoestrogen threat. A man's health isn't just about having enough testosterone, it's about maintaining a healthy ratio of testosterone to estrogen. As men age and gain body fat, they naturally produce more estrogen. Certain foods can accelerate this. But there's another, more hidden threat: xenoestrogens. These are synthetic chemicals found in our environment, especially in pesticides sprayed on conventional produce, that mimic estrogen in the body. When you consume them, they act like hormonal imposters, adding to your estrogen load and further disrupting that delicate masculine balance. Finally, and perhaps most critically, is the issue of nitric oxide sabotage. Think of nitric oxide as the master gatekeeper for your blood flow. It's a molecule your body produces that tells your blood vessels to relax and open up, allowing blood to flow freely. This isn't just important for maintaining healthy blood pressure and feeding your muscles. It is the fundamental mechanism responsible for a firm, healthy erection. Without sufficient nitric oxide, achieving and maintaining one is physically impossible. The problem is, things like inflammation, high blood sugar, and oxidative stress from certain foods and chemicals act like rust in a pipe, damaging the delicate lining of your blood vessels and destroying your body's ability to produce this vital molecule. So, the fruits to avoid are the ones that trigger one or more of these negative cascades, spiking your insulin, increasing your estrogen load, or killing your nitric oxide. With that in mind, let's look at the first culprit. Now, let's get specific. The first fruit to eliminate from your diet might seem obvious, but its convenience makes it a common trap: canned fruit. It's easy, it lasts forever on the shelf, and it's fruit, right? Many of us grew up with a bowl of canned peaches or a mixed fruit cocktail as a quick dessert or side dish, believing it was a perfectly healthy choice. The problem, however, isn't just the fruit, It's what the fruit is swimming in. That light syrup or heavy syrup is often nothing more than a bath of high fructose corn syrup, one of the most aggressive triggers for an insulin spike. When you eat it, your body is flooded with pure, fast-absorbing sugar, sending your hormones into a state of emergency and signaling your testosterone production to shut down. Furthermore, the high-heat canning process itself destroys many of the delicate vitamins, enzymes, and phytonutrients that made the fruit healthy in the first place. You're left with a textureless, nutrient-poor version of the real thing. To make matters worse, the lining of many metal cans contains BPA, or bisphenol A, a well-known chemical that acts as an endocrine disruptor. In your body, it behaves like a xenoestrogen, adding to your estrogen load and further tilting your hormonal balance in the wrong direction. So with canned fruit, you can get a triple whammy: a massive sugar hit, depleted nutrients, and a dose of hormone-disrupting chemicals. Coming in at number 2 are nature's so-called candies dried fruits, especially common culprits like dates and raisins. They're often promoted as a healthy snack, a great source of fiber, and a way to satisfy a sweet tooth without reaching for processed junk food. Many men trying to eat better will snack on a handful of raisins or add chopped dates to their morning oatmeal. But here's the unvarnished truth: a dried fruit is a dehydrated fruit. When you remove all the water, you are left with an incredibly concentrated bomb of sugar. A single cup of raisins can have over 100 grams of sugar. That's more than you'd find in 3 cans of your favorite soda. A couple of medjool dates can pack nearly 35 grams of sugar. Even though it's natural fruit sugar, the concentration and lack of water mean your body processes it incredibly quickly, leading to that same damaging insulin surge that crushes your testosterone and promotes fat storage. To make matters worse, many commercially packaged dried fruits are coated with inflammatory vegetable oils like sunflower oil to prevent clumping and are treated with sulfites to preserve their bright color. These additives can contribute to low-grade, systemic inflammation, which, as we now know, is a direct enemy of your body's ability to produce nitric oxide. A small handful on rare occasion might not hurt, but making dried fruits a daily snack is a serious mistake for any man over 60. The third fruit on our list is a daily staple for millions: the banana. But I'm being very specific here: the overly ripe, spotty brown banana. Bananas are famous for their potassium content, which is great for blood pressure, and they're a go-to for quick energy. The key is understanding how a banana changes as it ripens. When a banana is still firm and perhaps even a little green at the tips, much of its carbohydrate content is in the form of resistant starch. This type of starch is digested slowly, acts as a prebiotic to feed your healthy gut bacteria, and causes a very gentle rise in blood sugar. But as the banana ripens and those brown spots begin to cover its peel, that beneficial resistant starch undergoes a chemical conversion into simple sugars, namely sucrose and fructose. That sweet, mushy, spotty banana has a much higher glycemic index. It behaves in your body more like a candy bar than a complex carbohydrate, causing a rapid spike in blood sugar and a corresponding insulin rush that comes at a hormonal cost. The solution here is simple: choose bananas that are just ripe, still firm, and uniformly yellow. If they have a lot of brown spots, they're best saved for banana bread, not for your daily health routine. Finally, we come to a fruit that's often celebrated for its heart-healthy benefits: the grape. Specifically, conventionally grown, non-organic grapes. They're delicious, easy to eat, and we've all heard about the powerful antioxidants like resveratrol found in their skins. What could possibly be wrong? The problem isn't the grape itself, but what's on it. Year after year, grapes are one of the worst offenders on the Dirty Dozen list, a scientifically compiled guide to produce with the highest pesticide residues. Because of their thin skins and the way they grow in tight bunches that are difficult to clean, they are heavily sprayed throughout their growing cycle. Many of these pesticides, fungicides, and herbicides are the very xenoestrogens we discussed earlier. They are powerful endocrine disruptors. When you eat a handful of conventional grapes, you're not just getting fruit and antioxidants, you're also getting a dose of synthetic chemicals that can mimic estrogen in your body, competing with your natural testosterone and throwing your entire hormonal system out of whack. This doesn't mean you can never enjoy grapes again. It simply means that for this particular fruit, making the switch to certified organic is one of the most critical decisions you can make for your long-term hormonal health. Now, we've just covered the fruits that can work against you by spiking sugar, disrupting hormones, and hampering blood flow. And in a moment, I'm going to share the 4 powerhouse fruits you should be eating to help counteract this. But what if the problem goes deeper than just the fruit you eat? What if there's a specific boner killer enzyme in your body that's actively sabotaging your efforts, no matter how healthy your diet is? Well, there is. And after years of struggling with this exact issue, a former paramedic stumbled upon a bizarrely simple, all-natural home remedy that addresses this enzyme directly. It's a powerful purple hardening tonic that you can prepare in just 7 seconds, and it's designed to restore the rock-hard, long-lasting erections of your youth by targeting the true root cause of the problem. I've managed to get the full, detailed video presentation that explains this method. If you want to discover this powerful natural fix for yourself, point your phone's camera at the QR code on your screen right now. It will take you directly to the free presentation. For those on mobile, or if you prefer, there is also a direct link pinned at the top of the comment section below this video. For those of you staying with me, let's now talk about the powerful fruits you should be adding to your diet to support your body's natural vitality. Now that we've cleared out the hormonal saboteurs from your kitchen, let's replace them with your new arsenal. These are the 4 fruits you should embrace. They're your allies in the fight to maintain your masculine edge, working with your body's biology, not against it. The first fruit on our must-eat list is one you probably already enjoy: watermelon. Most people think of watermelon as just a sweet, watery summer treat, but for men over 60, it's a functional powerhouse. Its secret weapon is a potent amino acid called L-citrulline. Inside your body, L-citrulline undergoes a remarkable transformation. Your kidneys convert it into another amino acid, L-arginine, which is the direct precursor to nitric oxide. This is the exact physiological process required for strong, reliable erections. By boosting your L-citrulline intake, you're essentially providing your body with the raw materials it needs to produce more of this vessel-relaxing molecule. Think of it as nature's way of improving your entire circulatory system, from your heart down to the areas most important for your intimate life. For an extra boost, don't be afraid to eat a little of the white part of the rind, as it contains an even higher concentration of L-citrulline than the pink flesh. Next up is the pomegranate. It's no coincidence that for centuries, the pomegranate has been seen as a symbol of fertility and strength. This fruit is a king when it comes to supporting male health. It's loaded with unique and incredibly powerful antioxidants called punicalagins. These compounds are so potent that studies have shown pomegranate juice has higher antioxidant activity than red wine and green tea. For an aging man, this is critical. These antioxidants go to war against the oxidative stress and inflammation that are constantly trying to damage your blood vessels and destroy your precious nitric oxide molecules. Scientific studies have directly linked the consumption of pomegranate juice to measurable improvements in blood flow, better erectile function in men with mild to moderate issues, and even a notable increase in salivary testosterone levels after just a few weeks. The pomegranate is a true superfruit that actively works to protect and enhance your masculine hormonal and vascular systems. The third fruit you should add to your daily routine is the small but mighty kiwi fruit. When you think of vitamin C, you probably think of oranges, but a serving of kiwi contains significantly more. And that matters immensely. Your Leydig cells, the tiny factories in your testicles responsible for producing over 90% of your testosterone, are incredibly vulnerable to damage from oxidative stress. Vitamin C is one of their most important protectors. It acts like a personal bodyguard for your testosterone production centers. But the kiwi's benefits don't stop there. It also contains a unique natural enzyme called actinidin. This enzyme helps your body break down and absorb protein more efficiently, which is crucial for maintaining lean muscle mass, something that becomes harder to do as you age. Strong muscles aren't just for looks. They are metabolically active and help support a healthy hormonal profile. So, with kiwi, you're getting a dual benefit: protecting your testosterone production and helping your body build and maintain the strong foundation it needs. Finally, the fourth fruit to make a staple in your diet is the blueberry. You can think of blueberries as the perfect, low-impact health booster. Unlike the fruits on our avoid list, blueberries provide a satisfying sweetness without the dramatic insulin spike, thanks to their high fiber content and lower sugar load. Their real power, however, comes from their deep blue color. That color is created by compounds called anthocyanins, which are some of the most powerful antioxidants on the planet. These anthocyanins act like a maintenance crew for your entire circulatory system. They specifically protect the endothelium, the delicate inner lining of your blood vessels, from damage, keeping them flexible, responsive, and able to produce nitric oxide when you need it. A healthy vascular system is a healthy man. On top of that, these same compounds have been shown to cross the blood-brain barrier, helping to protect your brain from age-related cognitive decline and keeping you mentally sharp. For a fruit that supports your heart, your brain, and your bedroom performance, it's hard to beat the humble blueberry. So, let's bring this all together. It's not about being perfect, it's about being intentional. For every man watching this who is over 60, the message is clear. The fruit you choose every single day matters more than ever before. We've seen how seemingly healthy choices like canned fruit cocktails, handfuls of raisins, overly ripe bananas, and conventional grapes can silently flood your system with sugar, inflammatory agents, and hormone-mimicking chemicals that drain your testosterone and slow your blood flow. But the power is now back in your hands. Making simple swaps can create profound changes. Instead of that fruit cocktail and syrup, enjoy a bowl of fresh, juicy watermelon. Instead of snacking on sugar-dense dates, grab a handful of antioxidant-rich blueberries. Swap that spotty, overripe banana for a perfectly ripe kiwi. Exchange those pesticide-laden conventional grapes for the deep, hormonal support of a pomegranate. These aren't just dietary suggestions, they are strategic upgrades to your daily routine. Your body is an incredible machine. It hasn't forgotten how to be strong, energetic, and vital. It just needs the right fuel to perform at its best. By making these deliberate, powerful choices, one snack, one meal, one day at a time, you are giving your body the support it needs to thrive. You're not just eating fruit, you're building a foundation for a stronger, healthier, and more confident future. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these fruits surprised you the most? Was it a fruit you've been eating for years thinking it was nothing but healthy? Drop your answer in the comments below. Your experience helps our entire community learn and grow. If you found this information valuable and you're ready to take control of your health with more practical, science-backed advice designed for men who refuse to slow down, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on all notifications so you never miss a video. And finally, don't forget to give this video a like. It's a small click for you, but it tells the algorithm that this is important information that more men just like you need to see. Thank you for watching, and here's to your renewed vitality.